Today I want to talk to you about the slow death of democracy. Democracy is a cornerstone of our society, and today it is facing a grave and gradual threat. Rights that were once seen as our fundamental pillars of our freedom are being quietly taken away, piece by piece, in various aspects of our lives. From the suppression of freedom of speech during council meetings, to trespass notices being given to ordinary citizens for not obeying orders and or for posting their dissenting views or disdain for certain politicians on social media. And these should not be taken very lightly. There is also the consolidation of power in the hands of a few, and a matter of profound apprehension that the word racism is being misused to unjustly label and stigmatize individuals who hold differing opinions or dissenting views. With these in mind, to only name a few, I feel our democracy is slow succumbing to a dangerous erosion. One of the most alarming signs of the slow death of democracy is suppression of freedom of speech, particularly in council meetings and other government institutions like our schools. More and more we are seeing Pickering citizens having their voices stifled, their concerns dismissed, and their right to express opinions restricted. This censorship is a direct attack on the principles that underpin a democratic society, where open dialogue and disclosure should be encouraged, not suppressed. By silencing these dissenting voices, those in power seek to manipulate the narrative and maintain control, undermining the very essence of democracy. You may ask yourself, how does one suppress these dissenting voices? By unjustly attacking those who do not conform to a specific narrative by calling them names, like racist, bigot, white supremacist, conspiracy theorists, or misogynists, or simply by turning off their microphones during school meetings or council meetings, and then falsely bringing forward allegations to an integrity commissioner or filing a complaint against a divergent at their place of business. Not to mention cyberbullying or online mocking. Ultimately, these tactics instill fear in others, preventing them from speaking up and expressing their opinions or raising concerns. Another concerning aspect of the erosion of democracy is the increasing consolidation of power in the hands of a select few. Using the corporation of the city of Pickering as an example, there has been a shift in the power dynamics where the CAO is gradually gaining more and more authority that was previously held by the council. With the heightened authority of the CAO and the new establishment of strong mayor powers, these two positions alone possess the capacity to effectively manage the city without extensive public engagement or reliance on the council in certain instances. This has already been demonstrated in many occurrences, including the exclusion of the council's participation in drafting the 2024 budget. While the concept of a strong mayor power may appear appealing on the surface to some, it risks undermining the checks and balances necessary for a healthy democracy. I've spoken in council on many occasions about how the concentration of power in the hands of a single individual limits the voices and perspectives of the very ones who should be helping in shaping the decision-making process. Unfortunately, my pleas fell on deaf ears, and now we are beginning to see the potential for authoritarian tendencies. This gradual erosion of power from the people to a few powerful figures usually goes unnoticed unless you are paying close attention to each move being played on the political chessboard. I, for one, do not believe in coincidences, so I encourage each and every one of you to watch the game very closely, as each move is meticulously calculated, foreseeing at least 3 steps ahead. Even the implementation of bylaws need to be followed closely, as they too are implemented in an early stage of the game, emphasizing the potential threats they pose to democratic values, such as fair representation and transparent accountability. These strategic moves pose grave threats to democratic ideals. Even the noble fight against racism has been weaponized to stifle freedom of expression. Genuine efforts to combat racism have been hijacked, with dissenting opinions being labeled as, yes, you guessed it, racist, bigot, or any other discriminatory flavor of the month. While it is crucial to address systematic injustices, it is equally important to ensure that our freedom of expression is protected. This misapplication of anti-racism measures to suppress differing viewpoints undermines the democratic principles of open debate and intellectual diversity. It is essential to strike a balance between addressing racism and safeguarding the right to hold and express diverse opinions. The slow death of democracy is occurring right before our eyes in seemingly inconspicuous ways. The suppression of freedom of speech, the concentration of power, and the misuse of anti-racism measures are all contributing to this concerning trend. It is crucial for the citizens of Pickering and beyond to remain vigilant and vocal in defense of our democratic values. We must demand transparency, accountability, and the preservation of our fundamental rights from our governments and institutions. I'm Lisa Robinson. Thanks for watching, and God bless.